Hello everyone, my name is Tanya and I'm going to talk about how to organize a working day. First, let me tell you more about me because this is important in this content. So I'm the web developer, I am working remotely in the distributed team and I'm one of the team lead in our company. Why I'm actually thinking about stuff like this is because last months I was feeling that I'm not so productive as I want to be and as I can be, and because I'm a very result-oriented person, and if I feel that I didn't achieve something during the day, it is very frustrating for me. So I decided I need to do something with it. And one more thing that I want to notice here is that this video contains a bit of personal information about me, and I was thinking, should I share it with everybody, with everyone, or I shouldn't? But then decided that I need to be honestly, because the purpose of this video is to share my experience. So just please don't judge me. Okay, so we need a plan, right? And I always have a plan. My plan was first I need to collect the statistic because first we need to understand what is going on right now. Then I'm going to analyze the results, draw some conclusions and upgrade my working day. Okay, so step number one, collect statistic, and I decided to write like everything what I'm doing during the working day. It was experiment for 10 days, and you can see that here I put my diary for 3 different days, and like everything what I was doing, I can split in like 2 big categories. First is development and second is communication. And we will combine to this a bit later. After this 10 days experiment, result was next. First, and I'm really not proud of this result at all. But we are going to upgrade this. So first, I did more than 2 hours per day, like extra hours. The calls, mostly the calls, but like in general communication, it was taking about half of my working day, or my normal working day. Then maybe like 2 days from the 10 days, I worked very late, late evening and even in the night. And then after I analyzed this statistic, I saw that I don't have dedicated learning hours, and for me it is very important. So, what we can do with this? First, I think that I need to reserve at least 30 minutes per day for the learning, because because how you are going to grow up if you will not learn, right? Second, and it is I think like the most difficult thing here, as you can see, I'm like switching from development to communication, and like development call, and I have like 1 or 2 hours developing, right? And it is actually very small amount of hours, because maybe if you read the book Flow, you know that we need about 10 minutes just to switch to the other content, right? To go deep into your task and to really start writing some code. And like what I felt that I like mostly was working on some very small task during the day, because I knew that like maybe in 1 hour I will need to do a call and I just don't have time to concentrate on something bigger. So that is why like mostly of the day I was, for example, here like starting developing at 3 p.m. like and finish it maybe in 3 hours, and here, right? It's because I feel that in this time I will not be disturbed. It was like mostly more silent hours for me. And I really don't think this is good, because I think more productive hours they are in the morning. So yeah, like we need to somehow to group our calls so they do not break our development process. And of course we don't need to do the very late evening or night hours. We should not work right so late, because what I also want to say is that maybe after I did so very late development, like worked very lately, I just couldn't sleep after this, right? And it was maybe one day in this day 10 days experiment when I didn't sleep at all, because my brain, it was so overwhelmed with all this information, like it couldn't stop thinking. I was thinking about some development process, right? How to organize that. Oh, I was thinking about the architecture of the application, and I just couldn't stop doing it. So I couldn't sleep at all. So yeah, and one more thing is I really want to stop checking emails and chat before going to sleep, because first it just makes no sense, because you're not going to answer. On the next day you can just forget about this, right? And again, your brain just can start thinking about this, and why you need to thinking about work when you are going to sleep, right? Okay, so here is the like ideal working day. I want to start from the learning about 30 minutes, and it's very important, do not check emails, chat and everything besides that, because again, you or me, I don't know about you, but I actually really don't want to pull all this information about my brain, because I want to have like a clear mind right after the night, because this is like in this case you can learn much more. And by learning, I don't mean to check Twitter, because Twitter, it's not a learning. Like by learning, I mean to read a book, or to maybe to watch some video tutorials, or to do some experimenting. So this is like the learning, right? Then of course we need to check everything, because we need to synchronize with everyone, and yeah, it usually takes about half an hour for me. Then I really want like to have this development hours without any disturbing, and then I would like to combine all calls that we need to have like in the second half of the day. Okay, so is it doable? No. But things after I decided on this plan, actually things now are much more better. So I like again after this, maybe I had 2 weeks again with trying to implement this working day in reality. And what I want to say to you is that I did start having these learning hours, and I feel much more better, because I feel that I'm growing up. I'm also stop doing this evening hours of working, but what I cannot do at this moment is to split development from the calls. I really don't know if I can do it in the future, because we have like team from the whole world, right? And it's very difficult to find these common hours where everybody is online, because like for someone is evening, for the other person is morning, so it is difficult, but yeah, I really hope we can do something with it. So I think this is it. If you also thought about stuff like how to organize a working day, please share with me. And yes, thank you very much for your attention, and bye bye.